Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and keep this video. I like her. Let's go start now. The most prominent US-born FA Cup winner and his little-known predecessor. Tim Howard is arguably the greatest goalkeeper in US men's soccer history, and when he thinks of the FA Cup, memories come flooding back. There are the obvious ones, like his championship in 2004 and his heroics in the 2009 semifinals, when a pair of penalty saves guided Everton by Manchester United, his former club. But Howard has others, too, amassed during a decade-long career in the Premier League. To this day, a rare feat for an American. Speaking to the U.S. men's national team legend, it becomes obvious the tournament is special to him. "I've had some good fortune and some sad days," Howard said. "But having been to 3 cup finals and winning one, it is just an incredible day out. The pageantry to the cup final. You get a new suit, the stadium is brimming with fans from both teams, which you don't really get in England frequently. It is half and half, fans from both sides. I have so many dear memories of those finals, and they are so lasting because of how special the FA Cup is to people in the UK. There is still a magic to the FA Cup there. That atmosphere is something a pair of Americans, Crystal Palace's Chris Richards and Matt Turner, will get to experience, in varying degrees, in the 2025 final Saturday at Wembley Stadium. Other US internationals have appeared in an FA Cup final, but winning it has proved rather elusive. John Harkes, Sheffield Wednesday forced Arsenal into a final replay before ultimately succumbing in 1993, while current U.S. star Christian Pulisic was a runner-up for 3 straight seasons with Chelsea and even scored in the 2020 final defeat to Arsenal. Should Palace beat Manchester City, Richards and Turner will join Howard as the only American men in the modern era to win the trophy. There is, though, one other U.S.-born man who tasted FA Cup glory. Over 150 years ago, Boston native Julian Sturgis won the 2nd edition of the tournament with Wanderers FC, an amateur side that took its name from the fact that, well, it did not have a home ground. In 1873, a full 134 years before Howard won his FA Cup with Manchester United, Sturgis became the first American-born player to win it. That was news to Howard. "Even back then when I won it," said Howard, laughing, "I thought I was the first American to do it, but I guess not. It still feels good to be in a class with very few." The paths the two players took to win the trophy could not be more different. Howard arrived at Manchester United in 2003 after a dominant first stint in NLS. At the time, the $4 million paid for him was a king's ransom for an NLS player, and Howard's early performances at Old Trafford did not disappoint. He was instrumental in helping the club win a Community Shield, and he started the 2004 FA Cup final versus Millwall, a 3-0 United triumph. Howard had briefly lost his starting spot in 0-4 to Roy Carroll, and an erratic start in 0-5 saw him supplanted once again by the Northern Ireland international. Howard played a pair of early round cup matches, but did not figure in the 2005 final, forced to start the game on the bench. But United coach Sir Alex Ferguson did favor Howard in penalties, and prior to the match, the American was told to remain ready should the encounter with Arsenal end in a draw. "Because I'd had some success with penalties prior. In the Community Shield the year before, for example, there was a thought that we'd switch up the goalkeeper, make a sub late on in extra time, to kind of get me in the game if it got to that," Howard said. Howard remembers being told to warm up. He trotted down the touchline to prepare for his entrance. "The final whistle blew, and I was like, what happened?" Howard said. The answer he got from Ferguson feels, to this day, a little unbelievable. "I forgot. And we lost," Howard said with a laugh. "It was always a big what if for me. What if we'd won again? What if I'd made the game-winning save? What if I could have been a 2-time FA Cup champion?" But it obviously wasn't meant to be.